What is up, my fellow demons? Lord Hades here, and today I am bringing you an art video like I have promised you many times, but I never got a chance to. Now, I don't know what I'm going to draw right now, but I think I might either do a character for you guys, or I'm going to do some animations. But for examples, for animations, if you guys are familiar with Attack on Titan, I do, however, have this. This is what I've been working on a few times. And this is like stuff I'm going to teach you how to do. I'm going to teach you how to shade, how to get the right dimensions in the 3D effect. So right now let's look up we're going to go with this. So what you're going to need, right now I don't have any good paper, so I'm just going to use my sketch paper for right now. And as you can see, I still have some blank pages. The rest are used, and I cannot show you why until possibly further later on, because I have some stuff I'm going to be showing you guys here soon. I have a comic book coming out, I'll just tell you that. So what you want to do, since this is a long image, I know you guys are probably saying, oh hey, we already know this stuff, why do you keep telling us? Well, I'm just referring to the people that don't know this, because some of them might not. I feel like someone's going to walk in. Alright, so what you want to do is choose a spot to start. For right now, when I draw, I always try to find a rhythmic part. But what I mean is, some people have certain techniques. Mine's like a rhythmic one. And what I mean is, if you look right here at the curves of the petals of the rose, you can see how it has a lot more character than just the stem. And for me, that's my rhythmic point. So what I want to do is I might start up close, like make my picture blown up instead of just a small tiny image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose right here is where I'm going to start. So what I'm going to do is lightly sketch. You want to lightly sketch your picture. And you want to just flow with the image. Now it might not look exact. It'll take time to look exact as you want. Now sketching is the most important thing. Basically it just gives you your light image down. Nothing too rough, nothing too hard. Something I tend to lack in drawing is always sketching. I always like to skip the sketching part because I like to get straight to what I want, instead of having to deal with all these little things getting in my way. So right there we have now the bell of the rose. I believe that's what it's called, right? The bell of the rose, because if you look at a rose, it's upside down, it looks like a bell. I don't know. I believe that's what it's called. So now I have this. I'm going to start going down, but now I want to catch right about there. This is where the next part's going to come in. You're going to go petal by petal. You don't want to start on the outside and move your way in with a rose. You want to go petal by petal. It'll always help. Trust me, it'll work a lot more easier when you try to draw this. Because if you were to try and draw this, and you saw your rose, how big it is, and you keep trying to get closer in, and all of a sudden it looks all scrambled, it's because you didn't go petal by petal. If you were to go from inside out, I mean, that's okay, but sometimes you don't always want to do that. Right now I am going on the outside so I can get the top part done, which is fine, because I know where my boundaries are. So this is that row. So I'm going to go right there. I'm going to start my next petal. And then there's your next one, which is a ring around. I'm not going to go full in on this rose because it looks like it's a little scrambled. You guys probably won't be able to see what I'm drawing. Also, always make sure you have an eraser on your pencil because for some reason all mine are gone. So I'm going to use my Mario eraser. It's a little mushroom head. So right there is your rose. That's the head of your rose. And you can go in, add a little more detail just in case you miss a few spots that you think. I'm not going to go exactly as this image. That's the one thing I do not want to do. What I want to do is add my own characteristics. So since this rose does not have any thorns on the stem, which I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Mine's probably having like lines going down, which I'm sorry. I feel like someone just pulled in the driveway and I do not want to deal with my family right now. So there we go. So we're going to follow all the way down. And you can get bigger at the bottom so it looks like it's attached. I'm going to dispense it right there for you guys to see. So right now, since this line's poking out, I'm going to choose this as to where my leaf petals are going to come out. You just want to flow with the image. I'm just going a little bit somewhat similar to the one on my phone so I can see how I want right there. So now you see the 3D effect of the leaf, how the lines cut out and cut in so that you know where the stem is actually poking out. So I'm going to add a little more detail so you guys can see that. So that's one, and it shows that there's another one right here, so I can go like poking behind and just wrap. Since I didn't make my leaf big enough, so I'm going to start small. I'm going to go like that. Just put a little tip right there and a little line. And there you go. There's your stem and your leaf. So it shows another one on the other side, which, I mean, you always want to balance your artwork, which is fine. Because you always want to make sure there's even sides. You don't always have to do that, depending on what kind of art you prefer. I mean, heck, if you remember, on my Attack on Titan one, this is balanced out because there's two different characters on each side. You have the good, and you have the bad. And it's two heads of two different people. They might not be the same size, but they balance out on each side, so the image is balanced. On here, image is slightly balanced. You want to make sure you give something else to keep track of its balance. Now what I'm trying to draw right here, that's what I like to do, is a petal going out towards the person. I'm going to go back, I'm going to erase the connection. Oh, hello. I'm going to erase the connections so that you guys, so there you go. There's your rose. Now the next part, I believe I have it somewhere. No, I do have an eraser. Huh, I did have an eraser. There's in my computer bag. So what you want is one of these kind of pencils. These are your main drawing pencils. I just used a normal pencil because that's all I could find. Mine are somewhere else. So right now I'm using a H pencil, which is a hard pencil, which you do not want to start out as your one to go over this. You want like a 2H or what was it? I think it's a 3. No, 3 is the harder one. A 1H or 2H, and then you have an H, I believe. I don't know. I have to look at the chart again. It's not on the top of my head. I haven't drawn in a very long time. It's been. See, the last time I drew was around February. Yeah, February, because the last drawing I did was on Valentine's Day. Okay, so when you draw with one of these pencils, these ones will smear, which is okay, but you want to keep your hand away from the image, which is why I prefer you guys to use this. This is a technique I've used many times. What you want to do, take a Kleenex. You can either wrap it around your palm like this, so that it does not smear, or you can lay it like this. This won't smear what you've drawn. All it's going to do is keep your hand, because your hand has oils that can clearly take and drag it across. And I'm not going to do that because I want to show you guys what this does. So I'm going to lay my hand on it because that's what I'm used to. And I can't wrap it because this hand I have broken once in my life, and it hurt so much, and drawing was the only way to keep it, like, it went back to its normal position. Basically I broke these 2 metacarpals, and I was afraid I wasn't going to draw again because of the amount of pain that I was in after breaking this hand. But since I found a method to help my hand and get back to where I used to be, this seems to be my only technique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here at the bell again. You can apply pressure if you want, or you can sketch the way along. Sketching the way along will add some character if you guys want that. Might get the more actual effect of a rose. Now, I'm not going to only draw like a rose every episode I do of this. I'm probably going to do, like I said, I was going to do my bit emojis, because that's what I've been doing for my thumbnails. And I might do a character of some people. I do, however, have a character somewhere. I believe it's in this sketchbook or one of my others. I have one of a YouTuber. His name is Omar Gosh TV. And I'll probably put in this video, probably not. We'll see. So right now, I'm trying to not put any of my hand or fingers near this rose. Now, I'm not following the exact line that I've drawn before, which is fine. It was just basically your boundaries of where you wanted your rose to be. Also, I'm still trying to be the outgoing Hades, the one I really want that you've seen on my Emily Wants to Play games. That was when I was with my cousin Emily, my friend Zach, and that was the fun me that I've always wanted to bring out for you guys. And it tends to happen more with people I'm more comfortable around. If it's just me, I'm just like, what am I doing? But since I've opened up a little bit, I'm actually happy. Oh, please, nobody walk in the house. If Emily shows up, I'm going to be fine, because she's okay with this. Her and I might do a try not to laugh challenge for you guys. Because she's not working this weekend and I'm not, so we should be able to again. And I might bring back Bendy, because and Spooky's Mansion. Bendy, I'm okay with bringing back. I plan on doing the second chapter. Spooky, it's up to you guys if you guys want me to start playing Spooky's Mansion again. Okay, so right there I have started the stem. Now you guys can see how the rose is already starting to form. It might look like it's just the outlines, but wait till I show you the next trick, which is my favorite of all parts of drawing. And there we go. We have the outline of the rose. Now before I go into my next step, I have some exciting news to tell you all. I have finally got my merch store up and running. Some of you may have seen it on my social media stuff, my Snapchat, my Instagram, my Facebook, Twitter. If you want, there's still 13% or I believe there was a 20% discount going on sales right now. If you order now, you guys can get all the hoodies, the t-shirts and everything of my painted LH design. Now these ones don't have the Lord Hades on it, which I decided to not put them on because it's going to cost extra money and I don't want to make you guys pay too much for my shirts. So I decided to take those off. It's still my logo. It's still going to be me. I am, however, going to see if I can get them to make the LH with the Ring of Fire, my traditional one. The LH paint one is because I wanted to draw for you guys. And I needed something for that, so I decided to do the LH paint. Where did I put my magic tool? Aha! Okay, this one's a little dull. I'm going to fix that later, but this right here is a shading tool. Comes in, hate to say it, but it comes in different sizes. Basically what this does is that it smears what you have drawn. Now I'm going to start up here because I want to add, oh, the phone's gone off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade the dark areas right here on the rose, which are like petals where the light is not hitting the most. So you want to go right along. You don't have to do what I'm doing right here. You can just slightly do this, like lightly brush it down, which is fine. That's one way to do it. What I'm doing is trying to get that 3D effect. Now if you want to know more of how I know how to draw, I never really took a class for drawing. I really didn't. Drawing was just a natural gift that I picked up when I was a kid because I've always loved to draw. I always loved to draw cartoons. Heck, growing up, I've always watched cartoons. It's my favorite pastime. Like, I still remember all the classics. Probably kids today don't even know what Boomerang is, I'm guessing. So right there I've captured all the dark areas of the rose on the bell. So now I'm going to work my way down and cast the shadow of that rose. Now right here on the picture. You can't really tell, but there is, I don't think you can, but one side of the stem is light, one side of the stem is dark. This side, which is the left, sorry, I'm looking at my screen on my computer and it's showing it backwards. But it's the left side on my screen and your screen, which is where the shadow does not get enough light. And there's the stem. Don't worry, I'm going to go back and darken it up to make it more realistic for you guys. Okay. So right now we have the basic light, the light shadow. Now the next step is what you can either use this pencil, the main drawing pencil that you should be using, or you can use a normal 2D pencil. Whichever one they both carry the same amount of lead, or I don't know why I said lead. There's no lead in pencils. Sorry, I just got off work. I'm a little bit tired still. I'm moving with my hands. Okay. Now, you can use the tissue to help you smear if you do not have one of these. You don't always need one of these. You can use your finger as well, or you can use one of these. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to start going a little darker. Give that more deep tone gray. And you want to go in. Oh, sorry, my head got in the way. And you just want to bring that down. You just want to bring it down. Happy strokes. I'm turning into fucking Bob Ross. Sorry for swearing. I swear, I think I need to bring my sarcasm onto this. If I do, I might turn to a Deadpool. Okay. Bring in my finger. Slightly smear that. Slightly smear. Okay, you don't want to smear it all the way. You want to have some light showing on here. Smear it on. Okay, you want to go back. And there's some shadows right here. Trying to make sure my head gets in the way for you guys. Just bring that around. And there you go. There's your Belle of the Rose. Now, for the rest. Find your dark areas. Shade it in. Not too much. And turn it into a Bob Ross. God dang it. Now, when I draw, to be honest, I don't need an image of what I'm drawing. I'm just using it for you guys so that you guys can have the basic idea of what I'm drawing. When I do more of these videos, I'm just going to freehand draw an image for you guys so that you know what I'm going to draw. Well, I'm just going to draw I'm going to freehand draw an image for you guys without looking at anything. Heck, I got some hanging up behind me. I'll probably show you guys here soon. So now here's the tough part. You're at the base of the stem which the rose has touched, and you want to bring that down. Where's my eraser? There we go. Lightly. Always use your corners. So you can lightly grab between the tight places. So there we go. There's your rose. Now we're gonna go down here. I'm gonna mess with the leaves. Can't talk. I do have. I can't really talk. I don't have a speech impediment. I just, which you guys have probably noticed, I don't have a speech impediment. I just have a I'm not the person who usually talks in public. I'm not the outgoing person. I'm more of a person who just stay in small groups and talk. I can't deal with big groups, which is why I like doing YouTube, because I'm more comfortable in this, but I'm still feeling that I'm talking to a big crowd, which I am. And this is helping me with that situation. Alright, so we need to darken this end of the leaf. We don't want the line in the middle of this leaf to pop out more. There we go. Now onto this one. Since this side is curled up, you want to give it that curling effect. Like you know that's curled. So you want to bow out the lines a little bit. Wrong angle, sorry. And there we go. Use your finger to smooth it out. And now we're on to the very last part. Which is still shading the left side of the stem so they can give it that shadow effect so that you see the light hitting it in one direction. And there you have it. There is your rose. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot. And if you would like to see more of these kind of videos, please let me know down in the comments. And I'll see you all in hell the next time.